August 1944. The aircraft noises merged with defensive gunshots to fill the sky with a deafening storm. The U.S. bomber crew flew at high altitude above Nazi-occupied Yugoslavia to execute their mission by destroying enemy strongholds. The enemy reacted with brutal speed and brutality to this attack. The plane endured heavy explosions of anti-aircraft fire that perforated its structure with numerous holes. Smoke poured from the engines, while crew members were certain they only had a limited amount of time before the plane crashed. With perspiration drenching his face, Lieutenant Jack Martin maintained his grip on the controls. "Brace for impact!" he shouted. The bombing aircraft entered a thick forest canopy before it crashed to the earth and destroyed the surrounding trees with its descent. Against impossible circumstances, the flight crew managed to survive despite their injuries. The crew emerged from the plane wreckage facing their desperate condition. The airmen faced tremendous danger because they existed in hostile territory beyond rescue support as enemy forces vigorously pursued their trail. The crew spent days surviving in the forest as they managed to eat their small resources while fighting for their lives. A life-changing discovery occurred for the crew near evening time. The trees opened to reveal a long-winded farmer known as Milan. He addressed his question to us with both caution and kindness, while his English remained halting and broken. Suspicious, Martin hesitated. "Who are you? Are you with the Nazis?" Milan shook his head. "Number Y, fight them." The farmer showed them a simple gesture by saying, "Come with me if you want to live." The crew had no better alternative than placing their trust in this farmer. Milan guided the Americans through the thicket until they found a concealed settlement in the hilly region. The population of the village remained minimal due to its poverty, but the citizens exhibited substantial warmth and strength. They received the American soldiers with minimal food they owned and allowed them to stay in their basic living spaces. Despite the friendly reception, people remained uneasy about their danger. The villagers clearly understood what threat they faced in this situation. The Nazis responded to helping Allied soldiers by using violent methods of punishment. They declined to sit idle while Allied soldiers needed their help. Life under protection from the Americans deepened their bond. Through their time together, they understood how the residents resisted Nazi control. One night, Lucas secretly entered the airmen's room, eager to see the strangers better. He questioned if they came from America. Martin bent to Lucas' height and smiled at him. "Yes, we are. Lucas' father wants the Americans to receive their help. Therefore, he speaks up. He needs to know our reason for exposing ourselves to risk." The question struck Martin deeply. He gazed back at the boy and explained that fighting for freedom is why he is there. Your courage as a family carries the greatest weight with us. The Nazi forces maintained a constant presence on the streets and encroached further upon us at every hour. The Americans protected the villagers by concealing weapons and materials for the resistance group operations. The two groups formed a better understanding through their shared experience of living and respecting one another. Milan delivered his most important information of the day. During World War II, General Mihailovich organized the local resistance. A specialized runway existed in the mountains to receive evacuation flights for stranded airmen. Going to the airplane area would be a dangerous mission, while we must keep our plans hidden. A tense atmosphere and numerous dangers surrounded the time of extraction during darkness. During the night, Americans, together with their defenders, walked toward an airstrip that remained hidden from enemy observation. The slightest sound from dried leaves and fading boots created powerful surges in their rapid heartbeats. Allied planes, descending during the night sky, created a feeling of optimism among the rescue party members. People in the village remained completely still during the departure of the airmen. As Martin spoke his deep feelings through his hoarse voice, he addressed Milan. "Thank you for everything. You've risked so much for us. We won't forget you." Milan simply replied, "Go. Make sure everyone knows about our actions that occurred in this place. The aircraft descended into the air right after Nazi soldiers stumbled upon the rescue mission. The gunfight started as villagers dispersed, while the planes managed an escape into the darkness. The villagers observed the departing aircraft lights until all lighting signals vanished from sight beyond the horizon." The older Martin delivered his account to young children about Operation Halyard many years after the rescue mission occurred. His faithful tone of voice carried deep respect for the operation. According to his perspective, the genuine heroes existed within that group. Compassionate common people displayed heroic defiance to stop the evil that protected many lives. Through their brave actions, these ordinary people showed us the essence of human nature. Operation Halyard stands as a remarkable rescue mission in history because Serbian villagers demonstrated extraordinary bravery through their selfless effort to save more than 500 Allied pilots and airmen. The story shows how human spirit forms a radiant example during periods of extreme darkness.